Okay, kindergarten artist, do you have your pencil ready to draw? You'll need pencil and paper. I want you to follow these steps and draw along with me to draw some warm winter clothes. I'm going to be using a black marker so that my lines are very easy for you to see, but I want for you to use a pencil so that you can erase your mistakes if you make them. Let's start with something really easy. Something that you can wrap around your neck to keep it warm and toasty on a cold day. Can you guess what we're going to draw? If you said a scarf, you are absolutely right. To draw a scarf, you'll start with a curvy, wavy line. And I'm going to draw it with my finger first. It's going to go like this. Go ahead and take your pencil and draw that wavy line on your paper. And your line might have lots of waves in it. Mine has 2 waves. Yours could have as many as you want. Then we're going to go right underneath it and leave some space and draw the same line, only separated a little bit. I like to use my finger to draw it with my finger first. So I think I'm going to come right about here and then draw a line that goes like that. This is kind of like a snaky line. When you have both of your lines drawn, we're going to come to the ends and connect them with another line. Drawing things from the world around us is just taking lines and connecting them to make the shape of the thing that we're trying to draw. Now that we have our scarf, let's add some tassels at the end. And then come to the other end. If you notice, I drew like little upside down V's for mine. You could take this and add designs to it later, but this is how you make the shape of a scarf. I used up the whole front of my paper drawing the scarf, so instead of getting a new paper, I'm just going to flip it over and use the back of my paper as well. Go ahead, and if you need more room on your paper, you can also flip it over. We just drew a scarf which keeps our neck warm in the winter. Let's change the direction of our paper. I'm going to make my paper go tall ways, and you can draw this really big or you can draw it really small. The choice is yours. Let's draw something that keeps our head warm on a cold day. What might you wear on a cold day to keep your head warm? Did you say a hat? Wonderful. Let's draw one together. Remember, you're using a pencil, but I'm using a marker so that you can see all of my lines. Let's start by drawing the letter U, nice and big. A lowercase or uppercase U, doesn't matter as long as you draw the letter U. Although we don't really want the tail on it, so let's make it big. After you draw your letter U, I want you to draw a line going across the top of it. Then we're going to draw another line about a finger or 2 fingers wide. Now you can come with a curved line on this side and this side to connect it. Let's turn our paper and flip it around. Why don't we add a pom-pom to the top of this beanie style hat? And you can stop right there, or if you've ever worn a hat that also ties around your chin, you could add those as well. Draw a curvy line and a curvy line, and then we'll add a small pom-pom at the bottom of each side. Now this hat is ready for decorations on the inside, but we won't be adding those today because we have lots more warm clothes to practice drawing. So far we've drawn a scarf and a hat. Let's draw one more warm cloth item before we take a brain break. This time, let's draw something to keep our hands warm. Can you think of something that keeps your hands warm when it's cold outside? That's right. Some people wear gloves and some people wear mittens. Let's start with drawing a mitten. Mittens do not have a place for each of your fingers to go. They're kind of shaped like this. So if you want to draw a mitten, you can think about a shape that looks like a lowercase n and then a tiny lowercase n at a side, and then you can pull it down a little bit more and connect them and draw the little cuff on it, and then you have a mitten. You could also take your paper, your hand, and put it on your paper. And instead of doing a turkey hand, you could trace around your forefingers and then trace separately around your thumb and come down, and then you'd have a mitten that's real life size. And if you want to draw a pair of mittens, because usually you have one for each of your hands, you could come back and draw another letter N, and then a little backwards one, and come and just draw it the opposite direction. And sometimes mittens are connected so that they don't get lost. Okay, artists, we've been sitting for almost 15 minutes, which is too long. I want you to put your drawing tool down, that's your pencil, and press the green next arrow to take a quick brain break with me. Then we'll get back to drawing some more clothes that keep us warm in cold weather.